Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, I felt like I was needed to update the Zeus build since the last one was last August, so let's get right into it. I'm going to talk about Conquest, Zeus, and then other game modes right after that. So, if you're going to be playing Zeus and Conquest, more than likely you'll be playing them in the middle lane. So, you have two starter items. Obviously, you have either Soulstone or Vampiric Shroud. Vampiric Shroud is a little bit more traditional, safer. You have the 100 HP, that's the big difference. Soulstone is 100 mana. Soulstone is not the worst item to pick up on Zeus as your start item because it does make sense with the passive. You're trying to play charges with either your auto attacks, or not either, but you try to play the stacks with your basic attacks and also your 1 to then detonate with your 3, so Soulstone can work out with you. But let's just go with Vampiric Shroud, more commonly picked up. Next, you do want to pick up a tier 1 item. It's going to be either Lost Artifact for the MP5 magical power, or the Tiny Trinket for a little bit higher magical power and the Lifesteal. If you're going to go this route, more than likely you're going to be trying to shut down either healers or high health regeneration gods, like Shock, Vamana, Hercules, and then, you build that up to Divine Ruin to shut down the healing. But more than likely me playing, or picking up, rather, the Lost Artifact and then building up into Chronos Pendent, which I'll get into that a little bit later. So let's just stick with the tier 1, the Lost Artifact, and then go into Boots. Boots, it's either Shoes of Focus or Shoes of Magi. For Conquest, maybe the Shoes of Magi is probably better because you're not trying to detonate 24/7 like you are in Arena, where you can easily get some chains and auto attacks off on multiple enemies at once throughout the entire game and detonate. Conquest, so yeah, you'll probably be picking up Shoes of Magi, do a little bit more burst damage. You're not be trying to detonate all the time, like I said, so Shoes of Magi, let's stick with that. Next, you do want to go back and finish up that tier 1 item into Chronos Pendent. Doom Orb, not that great since Zeus is an easy target, easily gankable. He does have a protection increase and movement speed with his 2, but it's not the greatest escape ever. So if you get Doom Orb, you're going to be a high priority target, and you're just going to get no benefit from the item at all. So Chronos Pendant, way better and safer item to pick up, and this will be your cooldown reduction item to ensure that you can get your 3 off as much as you can once you apply the 3 stacks. After you get these 2 items done, you do go into like a stacking item, whether Book of Thoth or Warlock Sash. Warlock Sash is more commonly picked up for the reason being is that he has no escapes, easily gankable. This is going to make you a lot tankier, and its Conquest can be farming for quite a while. Next, penetration item, Obsidian Shard, more commonly picked up for Zeus. Spear of Magus is decent at best because if you're good at chaining your lightning across multiple targets, and it's somewhat decent, but for the most part, the Obsidian Shard is going to be the better pick. And then at this point, if you know the game isn't going to last too much longer, you would pick up Rod Tahuti at this point. But if the match continues going on, you can either delay Rod Tahuti, or you can still pick up Rod Tahuti at this point, and then go back, sell your starter item for whatever item you feel like you need. Magus Blessing, if you feel like you're being CC'd a lot and you're having a hard time surviving, or another item of your locking, maybe the Bancroft's Talon, just because of like ulting when you're low HP and just stand inside of your ultimate, and if they try to get you inside of your ultimate, you'll be doing more damage with your ulti, something like that. And just kind of, whatever items you need at that point, more than likely it's probably Magus Blessing. So actives, more than likely it's going to be Purification Beads, always a safe bet to pick up. Because, like I said, Zeus has no escapes, or a Combat Blink, just so you can assure you can get out of a team fight guaranteed every 180 seconds. So it's pretty much whatever you need. If you're laning against a Poseidon, you probably want to pick up some type of Aegis. Just be careful, because sometimes when you Aegis in certain scenarios, you're just standing there and the enemy's just waiting for you to get out of Aegis, and then you die anyway. So make sure you use your Aegis accordingly. Now let's go into, let's say, Arena, more casual game modes. You do one, I typically do this, I go full cooldown reduction just because I'm like constantly chain lightning and I want to get it off as soon as possible. But if that's not really your playstyle, then you do want to go into like Shoes of Magi, something like that. Chronos Pendent, I definitely pick it up early. Cooldown reduction makes the most sense when you pick it up early, since you get the most use out of it. Then at this point, you do want to get some type of, penetration item. Since for Arena, you can easily apply charges and you're always fighting a lot. And if you're good at chain lightning, like I said before, Spear of Magus may be better, but let's just stick with Obsidian Shard. Bancroft sounds not too bad in casual game modes like Assault, especially Assault, or even Arena, but if you are going to pick up this item, probably pick it up early just because of scaling reasons. And then, since I like to play my Zeus a little bit more bursty, I like to get to like Raja Hootie or the Soul Reaver after these few items here. Soul Reaver, it's super expensive. That's why if you're going to pick up this item, you plan to pick up this item, pick it up early within these 2 slots right here. Just so you can ensure you get it done, because casual game modes pretty much end early, like Arena, for example, it always ends early. So if you are going to pick this up, I would recommend you do it around then. And then, of course, where's Raja Hootie? Raja Hootie, where? And then Raja Hootie, and then last item is kind of like whatever you need, back to the point of like Magi's Blessing, or if you still want to pick up Bancrofts, then you kind of pick it up there. So that pretty much wraps it up for the build video. Hope this was helpful for any Zeus players. Man, look at that magical power. 669. That's a lot, man. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.